first of all, we'll need to go to the help section because I have no clue what the hot dog recipe is. So dough, raw sausage and bag of tomatoes. That sounds pretty standard. But in terms of the machinery required, we have automated baking machine. I don't think we had that before, or maybe we did for the dough. I'm losing my mind. Potentially. We've got the food conveyor bill. What am I talking, man? I'm losing my mind. Food conveyor grill, assembly machine, industrial blending machine. That's something new. Input station and output station. So I have no clue what these do. Most likely, since we need 6 machines to make one sausage or one hot dog, actually, I would imagine that this cannot be further optimized, but it is what it is. So we can create the grilled sausage, the hot dog bun, and the ketchup, which I guess that's where the bag of tomato comes into play. And then for the other one, which was chicken kebab skewers, what does that need? Well, more or less the same, I would say. Okay, very, very cool. So let's place an order. We've got $2.1 million in our bank account, which may or may not be enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but let's have a look. First of all, let's go to Freak Food Factory. That's where we need to send these items. And we're gonna start with our hot dog recipe. So we needed automated baking machine. That's 50,000 for one. Very good. Conveyor food grill, which is this one. Then food assembly machine. Again, we're going back into the same kind of circle like the burgers. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to optimize this anyway. But again, feel free to confront me on this. Challenge me. Because honestly, I'm open to suggestions. I always am. Then we've got the industrial blending machine. So that's a new one. Oh my god. Look how big this is. Jesus. Then of course, input stations and output stations. So since we have dough, raw sausage and bag of tomatoes, we'll need 3 input stations for each. So 3-for-1 ratio basically. And that puts us at $500,000 for one machine. Oh god, that hurts. Okay, let's just make the one, try to optimize it as best as we can, and then we can move over to other bits. We'll also need pallet shelves. I'm gonna get 8. We'll also need storage shelves. I'm just gonna get the 4. And then we're gonna need some conveyor belts. I can already sense it. I'm gonna get 15 of those, and then maybe another 10 splitters. Probably overkill. Actually, let's do just 3 splitters. And that puts us at, like I said, $500,000, which is lovely to see. Let's place the order. And now we can go to our headquarters in the purchasing agent location. And we need to make a change here. So we're going to cancel the order. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But we also... now it's a bit scuffed again. Because we need dough for hot dogs. So I think we just need to change this momentarily to Freak Foods, and I'm gonna order an astronomical amount, which is gonna be 100,000. I think that's gonna be enough. And then we also need raw sausage, so that can happen for Freak Food Factory anyway. So we're gonna go with 30,000 of raw sausages, because that's one of the prime materials. And then we need bag of tomatoes for that lovely ketchup sauce. So I think that's another 30,000 in my book. And then we can move this on over to Food Factory. We can also do the same for the chicken kebab skewer recipe, which involves chicken breast. That's another pretty standard ingredient. Now, I don't know if I should order this at this stage, because it all depends on how productive this machinery is. If I need to do like 4 of each, like 4 for hot dogs and 4 for chicken kebabs, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough space. But you know what? I'm gonna order it anyway, and I'm gonna try my best to fit everything in. I have a feeling I can do this. I'm just very confident in my own power. So chicken breast, 30,000. Then we need onions, also 30,000. Why not? Then we need pepper and vinaigrette. So vinaigrette is right above here. So let's do 30,000 for this one. Pepper is probably just above 30,000 of peppers as well. And that puts us at 40k minimum order, just because we ordered an obscene amount of dough. The only reason I did so is because Freak Engine has dough already, but it's also needed for the hot dogs, which goes to our Freak Food Factory. I could go on a different route and get another purchasing agent, sign them up with lunar tide shipments as well. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend money for one guy to... I mean, just order dough? That would be insanity. So I'm going to place the order. Sounds about right. We already ordered the materials, so that's good. We got nothing else to do. Actually, there is one thing that I want to check, which is the HR managers. I always want to ensure that these guys are filled up, and they are. Good. And now let's go to bed. Just wait for that delivery, which has just arrived. We could do with a little bit of food. So I think we've got just a soda. Yeah, that does absolutely nothing. Are there any, like... Oh, Lux Concept is right here. Any restaurants? That's a florist. That's our gym. We are everywhere. The residential one. Come on, there's nothing around here? No fast foods? No beautiful supermarkets? Okay, well, that's a bit annoying. Web development agency. Anyway... I would have loved to have some food in my belly before I started doing the works. But you know what? It is what it is. We're just gonna power through and hope for the best. So let's do the storage shelves here. Yeah, just making sure that we've got them out here, because once the production is gonna start, we'll need a place to put all these things. And also the pallet shelves are important, because we're gonna receive all the raw ingredients on them. And with the amount of stuff that we purchased, I'm hoping this is gonna be enough, because we did get 100,000 doughs. Right, so let's do one input station, then we go with the second one. Then we've got the industrial blending machine. No idea what that does, but we're gonna find out very soon. The baking one output station. Man, I really hope this is not gonna be like a huge machinery. Even if it is a huge machinery, I hope the outputs are more than like 2 pieces of product, you know. And then we need a food assembly machine that's here, and we're only left with conveyor belts and an input station, which I forgot to put out. Now let's grab one of these lovely flatbeds, fill her up with food, not food, but with conveyor belts, and get to work, because this is gonna be definitely interesting. And like I said, we're gonna start with the hot dogs. So we need dough, raw sausage, and bag of tomatoes, and somewhere in this process we need the automated baking machine, and I believe that's for the hot dog bun. Of course it is. What can we do in the blending machine here? Is that for the ketchup? Jesus. Yeah, all of this is for ketchup. It only it's gonna take 5 minutes to produce, and it only needs a bag of tomatoes. Look how huge this machine is for that one thing. Okay, I'm gonna put you to the side because I don't know what to do with you now. Let's begin with this food assembly machine. I'm gonna make this into hot dog because that's what it needs. So we got grilled sausage, so I guess this one can be the sausage, the raw sausage. And then here we got the dough, so hot dog bun. At the conveyor grill, it's gonna be the grilled sausage, of course. How can I forget? Grilled sausage, yes. And then output station is an output station. Input station here, we've got... did I select raw sausage again? Yeah. Raw sausage is done. Then this one would be dough. And then this one would be the bag of tomatoes. Now, I have a feeling this machine is alone in the journey, but maybe I can connect it somehow. Oh, actually, yeah, I need to connect it to the food assembly machine. So I guess that's good, but also bad that I moved it all the way down here. Everything is interconnected and everything is humongous. Well, it is what it is. I chose this life. I'm talking like I'm doing the most horrendous and complicated job in the world. Which, to be honest, it was fairly complicated. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm not mad at all. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, this is part of the learning curve. So, we've got the input station now. This needs to go into the food assembly machine. And I'm gonna do a terrible job with the placement in the beginning anyway. I know I am. It is the way it is. But as time goes by, I'm gonna start implementing more and more optimizations. Now, can I place a food conveyor grill that will fit here? I can. So let's do exactly that. And then this can sit here. And then this input station can be right here. So now this is as optimized as possible. Or can I... Oh yeah, I can be as bold as that. Now, can I do this instead? I can. So see, I'm already optimizing the space needed for this one. So of course I could go a bit higher up. I don't need all this space. There we go. Man, I keep grabbing these lights. It's annoying as hell. Cool, so that's done. Then we need to cover for the food conveyor grill. Now, I know I've done a very good job cornering everything in that location, but I also need some space for this one, and this needs to be turned the other way around. There we go. There's another input station right here. So that is the bag of tomatoes. Wrong. That is wrong. That needs to... Dough is there in the grill here. It needs to be the sausage. Yes. So what am I doing here? This is stupid. I just realized I'm not sending any useful materials from that side. Dough, sausage, and tomato. So dough is sent through here. Now the baking machine produces it, sends it to the food assembly machine. Tomato is gonna come from the other side, and then we also need raw sausage, and the raw sausage needs to come with the food grill itself. So with that being said, let me pause this for a second here. Actually, let me move the flatbed out of the way, because I'm sure I'm gonna need that space in just a second. Just re-optimization, yeah? That's what I'm doing here. I'm re-optimizing these things because I've not done good. Okay, so that cannot be as close to the wall. It needs to be at least this far apart, and that sounds about right. Let me move this further back. Then it goes into the grill, then the grill goes down here. Also, we've got the baking. Then we will connect all of this to the food assembly machine. Now this is the bag of tomatoes. Now bag of tomatoes has nothing. It just goes into the blending machine, and then the blending machine goes into the food assembly machine. Oh my god, this is humongous as well. It's gonna be difficult to fit everything in this crammed space. Like I said, I want to optimize this location, but this machine is just ginormous. Okay, then in that case, I need to push this down a little bit more. 1 square, is that enough? It is enough. Good. And then you can sit here, and through the use of these conveyor belts, it should give us exactly what we need. There we go. And with that being said, this brings today's episode to an end. If you did enjoy it, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thanks again for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.